morning, everyone. It is the early show with Rick and Lola, the Bash in Beckley 5, coming to the Beckley Raleigh County Convention Center June the 7th. And so many amazing wrestling legends on the line, as well as their legacies. And on the line with me right now is the legend Ricky Morton and his son, Kerry. Good morning to you both. We're so excited you're coming back to Beckley.
Well, thank you for the great introduction. We are ecstatic to be back in Beckley. I remember I took place in the show about 3 or 4 years ago, and just seeing the beginning and the startup of what is to now come is absolutely incredible. What a lineup, as you just mentioned. And my dad and I are super excited to be a part of this.
And Laura, this is, I've wrestled in Beckley at the Armory in 1985 at NWA. So it's been, the people there are really familiar with myself and as being part of the Rock and Roll Express. And that was a part of our life, wrestling, and get some of the best wrestling fans in the world right there in Beckley, West Virginia.
Yeah, they come out in force. I will tell you that. And of course, the doors open at 4 for the meet and greets. And that's something that I really love about this show. You go to those bigger shows, and you don't really get the opportunity to meet the fans and have that one-on-one experience. Ricky, what does that mean to you?
Well, you got to understand, without the fans, none of us could be there. So, our fans, especially, they're loyal to us. They followed us a long time. I wrestle at a lot of shows where people come up and they're older now, they're kids, and some of them are even grandmothers, and they talk about how we, what we did for their life, being their heroes and stuff. And it's hard really to understand, to tell you that how much we appreciate our fans coming out, and we're looking forward to seeing them all right here at the Bash in Beckley.
Yeah, now, Kerry, of course, you've got some pretty big bandanas to deal with here because, the Rock and Roll Express as a legacy to follow. I mean, what goes through your mind when you think about the impact of your dad?
Well, you're not wrong at all when you say some big shoes to fill. I'm a third-generation professional wrestler. My grandfather, Paul Morton, to my father, Ricky Morton, to now myself, Kerry Morton, it's a legacy, it's a tradition, and it's something I am proud to carry the heritage of professional wrestling upon my shoulders and carrying the Morton name in the wrestling world. I've had the opportunity to travel all over the world and wrestle all over the world with some of the best talent, and I've held my own. And, being multi-champions and have my accolades, which I can go on to talk about. But with that being said, I love what I get to do. I'm so fortunate that I had to have my dad in my corner that night as I wrestle against Brock Anderson with his father in his corner, Arn Anderson, as some would know him from the Four Horsemen, great staple in professional wrestling that wrestled my father and Robert Gibson, the Rock and Roll Express, on many, many, many of nights. So what a cool thing that's happened. It's a first-time one-on-one matchup, and I think we're going to lock horns and show Beckley, West Virginia, what pure pro wrestling is all about.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it. I mean, here you are, legacy, taking on yet another legacy. I mean, what goes through your mind strategy-wise when you're taking on Brock Anderson?
Honestly, I really hope that he has his boots laced on tight that night. I genuinely do. I nothing against here, not trying to be someone that I'm not, but I take a lot of pride in my work. I have traveled all over the world, as I mentioned. I am champion for many, many promotions, And I really worked my tail off out there. So I hope Rock Anderson has his boots laced on tight, because I am not coming for just some scrappy do and have a little fun. I'm coming there to whoop Rock Anderson's butt all over the Bash in Beckley, that's for sure, with my dad in his corner. There's nothing short of shy being there. I am
What
ready
do
to
you
wrestle.
have over Brock? What do you think is, what is that edge that you have?
Well, the edge that I have, that's funny that you mentioned that. Cardio king over here, I would say. That's something that my father always
Really?
took a lot of pride in. Don't get me wrong, we can take a butt whooping, but the biggest thing about a Morton is that we will stand back up. And that is something that I take pride in. Don't get me wrong, I'm talking my talk right now, but I have gotten my butt whooped on multiple occasions. And something that it humbled me, but I'm ready to step in there. I'm ready to hit hard. It's hard, live hitting professional wrestling, and it's something that I genuinely I love. I love the emotion of, seeing the fans out there. It makes us want to work harder. So the louder the fans are, the more rowdy that we're going to get. And I kid you not, we are planning on probably having the rowdiest match of that show that night. So it's going to be a good time. I'm really looking forward to being in Beckley, West Virginia.
Oh, most definitely. And we are looking forward to having you again. We're talking to Ricky and Kerry Morton. Of course, Ricky Morton with the Rock and Roll Express, and his son, who is going to be wrestling Brock Morton, Brock Anderson, son of Arn Anderson. It sounds like I'm trying to do a lineage of Game of Thrones here for some reason. Trying to pull it all together. Son of, you have to have a herald come out before you to make it all work. But doors open at 4. Of course, the meet and greets happen. Kerry, I mean, what kind of response do you get from the fans? Your dad gets lots of love.
It,
What do you get when you're talking to fans?
It is always so cool to see the fans that grew up watching my father. I see that multiple times at the merchandise table when I get the opportunity to be out there and meet the fans. Meet the people that that say that my father was a hero to them. As I look up to my dad that stands here beside me as we're on this interview. He's my hero too. So it's really cool to get to bond with them, and a lot of them express how they're a fan of mine. And watching me kind of grow in the professional wrestling world. I'm currently wrestling for the National Wrestling Alliance. We were just on the CW channel, so that's where my father really got his big break at in professional wrestling, and that's where I'm starting off my career and having accolades and whatnot. So it's really neat to see the fans, and I really cherish this time because not a lot of places we get to have meet and greets and we get to see everyone. So I really get the chance right now to. I hope everyone can come out there and come to our table and meet us and shake our hands and get a photo and whatnot, because that's what genuinely is the best part of our jobs.
That's wonderful. Again, the Bash in Beckley 5 happening June 7th at the Beckley Raleigh County Convention Center. Tickets are on sale now. We've got you linked through our website at 103CIR.com, or you can go to BeckleyConventionCenter.com. Where can they find you all online, social media, website? Where can we find you?
Well, please go give us a follow on Instagram. I'm under Real Kerry Morton. That's REAL Kerry, KERRY Morton, MORTON. Along with my father, the babyface Ricky Morton. Please give us a follow as we're very active on Instagram. Same thing with X at Real Kerry Morton. Same thing as my father at Real Ricky Morton. And Facebook. We're really active on those accounts. And so, a simple like and a share goes a long way, especially in the support of professional wrestlers. So please, if anyone's listening out there has the opportunity, go give us a follow, go give us a like, comment, say anything. Hey, hurtful words, I'm all about it too. It kind of lights me up. So I'm all about having some fans in the comments getting a little rowdy. I'm all for that.
Oh, goodness. Well, we look forward to some very nice words when we see you June the 7th at the Beckley Raleigh County Convention Center.
Lola?
Ricky, Kerry, thank you guys. Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. That's what I was going to tell you. Thank you for having us on your show, and we appreciate it very much, and we're looking forward to the Bash of Beckley number 5.
All right. You guys travel safe, and we will see you soon.
Yes.
It is the early show. Good morning.